What's cracking? As you already know, and as I always say, ain't nothing new under the sun, right? So this is for all my 1199 SEIU members out there, aka 1Union1Future. You know what it is, right? So we're going into the basically second week of April, which means those ballots are out there and some of you have probably already received them. So before we actually get into what I want to say, I just want to run about a 9-minute clip to take you down memory lane. I'm just asking you, show your boy a little grace. Please watch it to the end. And then after that, we'll spin the block. Oh yeah, one more thing before we get to these clips, right? Sons of the daughters of the apocalypse are asking all of you for one small poquito donation. And it ain't nothing got nothing, no paper or no monetary. We would never ask that. The only thing that we're asking is that y'all help us show them that you all can see what the fuck it is that they're doing. And by doing that, you can help us crack this algorithm by liking, commenting, subscribing, and sharing. That's all we ask, is that you help us get the word out to your fellow members, as well as other medical workers in this tri-state area that's represented by this union that is not servicing it correctly. Again, we appreciate all of you. And let's walk these dogs. 4. Union communications like newsletters, that would qualify as a newsletter, or official emails must remain neutral unless equal access is given. So the key distinction is personal support versus using union power and resources. Why is that important? Why? Because they must not give one candidate an unfair advantage using their official position. However, endorsed by President Yvonne Armstrong, Secretary Treasurer Veronica Turner Biggs, and 1199's entire top leadership team, you know what that sounds like to me? That sounds like somebody's giving one candidate an unfair advantage using their official positions. But you know what? I know a lot of people are going to be, well, what does that prove? Or that's just, So for those of you that were actually wondering, I'm going to go ahead and let my digital assistant read the laws and sections to you.
Yes. Here are the key sections of the Labor Management Reporting and Disclosure Act, LMRDA, that apply. 1. Section 401G, use of union funds, prohibits using union money or resources to promote any candidate. Exact principle. Union funds cannot be used to support or oppose anyone in an election. This is the main rule restricting officers. 2. Section 401C, fair election safeguards, requires equal treatment of candidates. If a union allows campaigning through its communication channels, it must provide equal access, prevents favoritism by leadership. 3. Section 101A1, equal rights of members, guarantees members equal rights to nominate candidates and vote, also supports fairness and participation during elections. 4. Section 609, prohibition of retaliation, makes it illegal to discipline or retaliate against members for exercising their election rights, like supporting a candidate. Important takeaway. Union officers, president, secretary, treasurer, etc., can support candidates personally, but Section 401G is the key line. They cannot use union resources, money, or their official authority to influence the election.
The words of Miss Farrah Hargett herself. Why are we voting again? She claims a candidate filed an objection to vast, because it doesn't say the last, but vast election, to give peace of mind that our union elections are held to the highest standards. She then proceeds to say 1199 SEIU decided to rerun the Monteforie area elections. Then she goes on to say, how do you vote? Here, what I'm presenting to you, and you can see the actual case number at the upper right, and you can see the heading, U.S. Department of Labor, Office of Labor Management Standards, New York District, dated December 22nd, 2025. Now let's see. This letter seems to have been addressed to one Miss Yvonne Armstrong. Mrs. I like to go to Jamaica on ML's birthday, but never mind. We'll talk about the Japan trip later. Dear Miss Armstrong, this will acknowledge our voluntary compliance agreement dated December 19th, 2025, and accept the agreement of Service Employees International Union Local 1199 to conduct a new election and installation for the offices of Monteforie Vice President and Monteforie Rank and File Executive Council member on or before April 15th, 2026. Under the supervision of the Secretary of Labor and in accordance with Title IV of the LMRDA, new nominations will not be required unless a position becomes uncontested. Furthermore, this will accept the waiver of Service Employees International Union Local 1199 relating to the timeliness of any and all actions required to be taken by the Secretary pursuant to Section 402 of the Labor Management Reporting and Disclosure Act of 1959, LMRDA, arising from or relating to the challenge election of officers conducted by Service Employees International Union Local 1199 on May 3rd, 2025. In consideration of this agreement and waiver of Service Employees International Union Local 1199, it is agreed that legal proceedings will not be initiated at this time. In other words, we're not going to nail your ass to the wall and sue you for federal fucking election fraud, union election fraud under the members' first slate, but we're going to give you the opportunity to correct it. What we like to do is come to you with receipts. So that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to actually get over to Nab Turner and let him give you a little bit of some breaking news. What's popping? And then, you know, as I always say, ain't nothing new under the sun. So today we're going to actually get to this article, which the link will be in the description, from the Payday Report. All right. As you can see, exclusive SEIU officials publicly smear Me Too activists. As you can see here from the screenshot, this whole hashtag Me Too shit got the whores coming out. Hashtag Karma's a bitch, like by our own Veronica Turner. All right, now this article was written February 18th, 2018 by Mike Elk. Now, what I want you to keep in mind, what you're about to see, the actual receipts, the tangible receipts that are certified facts, right? This is not conjecture or propaganda or someone in the union telling you who they have anonymous tips may have stole money. These are actual receipts, ladies and gentlemen. So now that we're brewing, get ready to sit back and sip some of that tea. Now, if this is how they treat victims, if this is how the woman secretary treasurer handles situations with union members as a woman, imagine what they're doing for individuals that are also victims for far lesser issues, if this is how they handle Me Too situations. That being said, let's get to the article. The sheer response of everyone out there liking the videos, sharing the videos, reaching out, and actually anonymously, and some of them already in line willing to tell their stories. Just waiting for the interview process so we can get it on the road. But my point is this: when you think you're the only one out there tired of what's going on, wondering what's happening to your union dues, and then on top of that, on the back end, the tax dollars that you pay that they get a piece of because they're a nonprofit. So they get federal funding. So they're hitting you on the front end with your union dues coming straight out of your check. And have you ever wondered, out of the 450,000 union members, how many of them in all the states are actually paying their union dues?
Someone would reach out to me in 24 to 48 hours. I never heard anything, and then when I emailed back, 2 separate times I didn't hear anything. But my EEOC investigator was asking, what's the status of my case?
So, to my understanding, you had a termination grievance upheld.
Correct.
The termination grievance was denied. I believe they took it to the chapter here in appeals. It was also denied, and I think the status of the case right now is waiting for division here in appeals to hear the case.
But
is what I understand.
the individuals that denied my case, they didn't even look at the evidence that we gave them. And I know they didn't because we gave it to them on links. And the way I set it up is that every time someone watches it, I'm notified. They never even look at the evidence. So how could they make a determination about my case without even reviewing the evidence? And then I find it odd that one of them that makes a decision after Evelyn comes back from vacation is now a organizer all of a sudden. None of this is making sense. And I've been trying to fight this case now. I've been going back and forth with this for 3 years now, and not once has any organizer or anybody, even when I met with Stacey Gray, has anyone done anything to assist me. I've had to do everything on my own. And my EEOC case is now in conciliation, which means I've proven my case. Which means that 1199 has refused to represent me as a union paying member. And nobody's telling me anything. Nobody's giving me any answers. Nobody's doing their job. But everyone's acting like I'm the problem.
So here's what I could say to you. You had a grievance. I believe you had a delegate of your choice. You went to the employer. The employer denied your grievance. It went to the committee, the chapter committee. The chapter committee denied. Then the next step now is to go to division. The division.
But I'm still trying to. But sir, you're not giving me an answer on why your committee denied my hearing without even looking at the evidence, sir.
So when was your case? I'm not privy to your case. I don't know anything about your case. You reached out. I'm following up with you. The process, the next step in this process is that it would now go to the division here in appeals.
But I understand that, but what I'm trying to understand is I came down there 2 months ago. And I was told within 24 to 48 hours I would hear back. Hold on, one moment, sir. I came down there 2 months ago. But I was told I would hear something in 24 to 48 hours. I know that you spoke to my delegate after that saying you would call us the next day. And never anything. And I not only emailed you, I also emailed who was the organizer at the time, Evelyn, and I think it was Jasmine as well. But nobody's reached out and said anything. And these are the things that I'm talking about when I say 1199 doesn't do their job, and then you leave the members out there alone to do your job for them.
I am telling you, the next step is your grievance your grievance will now go to the division here in appeals. The hearing appeals, I will check in with our legal team to find out when is it scheduled for. I know that there was a backlog. I will find out to get.
But how can I trust in that process if in the last process?
So let me say this to you. It's up to you whether you trust it or not. I'm following up with you to let you know what.
But I'm explaining to you, sir, that your staff did not even look at the evidence. Hold on, Mr. Ashby.
All right, so.
You do understand.
I'm not going to sit and relitigate something that I have no knowledge about. I am saying.
But I'm telling you this, and you act like you don't care, and you're talking over me like everyone else does. You all simply don't care, and that's the problem. And that's what I'm trying to explain to you, sir.
But if you're saying I'm like everyone else, then it tells me that this is an ongoing issue. This is my first time speaking to you, and I'm trying to explain to you.
Because I came down there 2 months ago, you've refused to answer any email. You can see the email chain that I've been keeping in correspondence. This is the first time that you've even thought about responding to me. So no, you are acting like everyone else. And to sit here and actually play with my mind, if they have the audacity to think I'm stupid. Are you crazy?
You have a good day, sir.
You know what? I'm going to say something to you. I'm going to have a very, very good day. I'm going to have a very good day, and you're going to have one real soon, okay?
And pay attention to how due-paying union members are treated by the 1199 staff, who our union dues pay their salary.
And I didn't know that she's on LOA, so I called again today, and then I realized that she's on LOA. So then they said to call Evelyn, but Evelyn has no information about my case. Who's covering her?
So what is it you're asking?
I sent the email yesterday. I included you in it. Nobody
Yeah, I don't know
responded
why
to me.
you keep sending these emails. Monique spoke to you. I spoke to you. You called Jackie. Jackie spoke to you. What is it you're asking?
For a date. I'm just asking when I'm gonna get a date, and nobody can
You're
answer
gonna
that.
get a date. Didn't Monique tell you she's gonna respond to you once they have a date, Tony? You keep calling. We had this conversation before.
Every month. So I don't have the right. I could just stay out here without a job and just chill out here.
Tony, that's your
Huh?
business. Go to the labor board, file a board charge. What the hell you're calling every minute for?
Oh,
What? We don't have a
every minute
date.
is not every minute. It's once a
When we
month.
when you get when
Once
we
a
get a
month.
date, we will contact you. You keep calling.
So I
What
don't
do you
have the
think
right
is
to
gonna
call my
happen?
who's supposed to be representing me?
So
You telling me I
what do
don't
you
have to,
want to
and then you get
happen?
it. Why you
Let me
cursing
ask
at
you
me?
this.
And
What is
why
it you
you getting
want to
like this?
happen?
I need to
What
get
is
a
it you
date.
want to happen?
I want to get my job back. I want to get a date. That's what I want.
So you're gonna have to fucking wait like everybody
Yo,
else. You
don't
keep
curse at me
calling.
because I'm not cursing at you.
No,
I'm not
I'm
cursing at
cursing
you.
you because you're annoying me now.
Oh, I'm annoying
Go
you.
to the labor. Go to
Oh,
the
because
labor
I'm asking
board.
you to do your job.
Go.
I'm annoying you
You
because I'm
asking
asking
me
you to
to
do
do
your
my
job.
job?
I'm
Tony,
asking you to
go
do
to the
your
labor
job.
board.
You work for me, right? I
File
pay
board
dues.
charges. What happened?
I pay union dues. You work for me. So it's okay
Tony,
for you to curse at me. No problem. Thank you, Mike, very much.
Tony,
Thank
you
you.
do not stop harassing people. Wait, you're
I'm
gonna get a
harassing?
date. The
Oh
legal
no, now I'm
department already
harassing.
told you.
Oh,
You
okay,
went
but
to
you
the
can say
labor
fuck
board.
you and
Go
say
to the
whatever the
labor
fuck
board
you
and
want to
file
me.
board
No
charges.
problem. No problem.
Go to the labor board and file board charges. Do that.
Okay. Okay.
What else is there to say? So you can go down the timeline. You can actually just do a search for the hashtag 1Union1Future, and you can see all the previous videos and all the previous receipts and breakdowns. Not giving you any conjecture, not giving you any of my personal bias, but I'm actually hand delivering receipts, documents, tax returns. I can show you where the money's going. I can show you all of that. And I want y'all to understand that it's not just me. Believe me when I tell you, I got a team. It is not a me or an I, it's a we. The sons and daughters of the apocalypse, and we are riding for all of you. So when you fill out that ballot, I just want all y'all to really pay attention and think about what you've been getting over the last few years versus what you was promised. And then understand that only the New York City members are paying union dues. Like I said before, call them and ask them, but tell them you want the answer in writing so that when they lie to you, you can contact the feds and nail their ass to the wall. But ladies and gentlemen, this is your union. This is your country. This union is supposed to protect the job of American workers. And right now, we're all being lied to and fleeced. And I'm showing you how they're doing it. And they're breaking the law as they're doing it. So, that being said, take your future into your own hands and demand what's rightfully yours because you pay for it. And you're paying for it to take care of everyone else because the union dues only cover representation. And be honest, how many of you are getting proper representation from the current administration? Because the institutions actually pay for your health benefits that I already pointed out, as you all know, is actually worse than Medicaid. So it's time for us to take back our union and do what's right. And just know, to those of you out there, we are definitely watching. And judgment's coming because the sons and the daughters of the apocalypse have already started and begun to ride. It is what it is, though. Realize, realize, realize. Transparency forces accountability. Y'all keep your eyes to the stars. Keep that head on a swivel. And remember, we are in the diabolical den of demons, a.k.a. the Viper's Pit. It's time to show these people exactly who is in charge. They work for us.